Hi everyone, I am Arundhati and welcome to Yarn Stitch Color. Today we are going to make this socks. It is made with regular crochet. We begin with a magic circle and use single crochets and double crochets. So even if you are just beginning on your crochet journey, you can make this socks. I have used a baby yarn here. You can use any sock yarn or a fingering weight yarn. I have used a yarn that is variegated and the color changes very quickly, so it gives it this look. You can choose yarn color depending on your like. So let's begin and see how to make this socks. Let's look at the material that we need. I have a yarn called Ganga Baby Bliss here. This is a baby yarn, but you can use any yarn that's good for socks or a fingering weight. I have a hook here. I'm going to use a 3.5 mm hook, then scissors, tapestry needle and a measuring tape. To make this single crochet, we will be holding, however you hold your hook, in a pencil grip or a knife grip or any other way. Once you insert the hook, insert it like this with the head facing downwards, and the hook has to be parallel to the yarn, the working yarn. Bring the yarn below the hook like this, grab it and pull it through the stitch with the hook facing downwards. Then yarn over, pull it through both the loops as usual. So this is the special single crochet. For those of us who are new, let me just show what is the regular single crochet. In regular single crochet, we insert the hook with the hook facing upwards, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, yarn over and pull it through both the stitches. After you make a few, you will be able to see in this special single crochet only one loop is majorly seen. When you finish a swatch, then. But in the regular single crochet, you will be able to see the V. Let me just undo this stitch. Let's see how to make the special single crochet again. Insert with head down, yarn below the hook, okay, not above the hook, yarn below the hook and pull the yarn, head down again, yarn over, pull it through 2. Insert with head down, yarn under the hook, hook is on top, yarn is below, pull it through with the head down, yarn over the hook and pull it through both the loops. I have made a very small swatch here to demonstrate and show how we will be making this special single crochet. Insert, yarn over, pull through. Now in every round, when you are here while making the sock, because it is made in the round, after you finish the last stitch, it will look like this. If you are new to crochet, go ahead and attach a lockable stitch marker in the last stitch. Insert the hook in your loop again, and this is the first stitch of the next row. So once you start adding stitch markers, you will be able to easily identify the first and the last stitch. So insert under both the loops of the last stitch, the first stitch of the next row, the first stitch here, pull it through. So let me just do it again. So insert, yarn over and pull through a loop. Now we will be joining this round, all rounds, with a slip stitch. So what I'm going to show you is a slip stitch. Pull it through this loop, pull it tight. Okay, so this loop you will be able to see. You will be able to see that this loop is slightly tighter than this one. Okay, because that's a slip stitch and we pulled it really tight. Then make a chain 1, pull that tight too. And we made this whole thing into the first stitch of this row, right? So in this space we will be inserting again. In this space, right below the slip stitch that we made. So insert here and make the special single crochet. So once you make that, add a stitch marker here. So for the next row, you will know this is the first stitch. And this is the stitch where we will be joining with a slip stitch and then making a chain 1 and inserting in the same space again to continue making the single crochets in round. We have completed that row too. I just wanted to show how to use the stitch marker. So this was the last stitch that we had made. So insert, yarn over and pull. This is the special single crochet that we were making. Now move your stitch marker up. Now we have to join with a slip stitch to the row, beginning of the row, and this is where our stitch marker was. So now that you are aware of this stitch, remove it, otherwise it becomes a little too tight a space to place all these stitches. Insert, yarn over and pull through this, pull a little tight, chain 1, pull it tight, and you can see the space very well, this space. Insert in that space again, place your first single crochet, pull out your hook for a second and ensure that you take time to attach the stitch marker. So these two markers are going to ensure that the whole sock that you make remains nice and aligned, and also you make equal number of stitches in each round. If you can, please take the time to count the number of stitches. As we go through the pattern, I will be informing how many stitches each round needs to have, so please ensure that you count it. We begin with a magic circle. To make a magic circle, take the yarn over your fingers like this, take it on the back and bring it over the front again. This will make a cross in the front and two parallel looking lines on the back. Insert the hook below the first one over the second one and pull it. leave the yarn from your fingers, take it off, and with the yarn, that is the longer yarn still attached to the ball, just do a chain 1. That's how we begin on the magic circle. Now we are going to place 6 single crochets in this circle. So insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert, yarn over and pull up, pull through 2. Place 6 single crochets here. Once we've made all the 6 single crochets in the loop, just pull the shorter end to close the circle. And then we will join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet that we had made. So insert under both the loops, yarn over and pull up, and pull through this stitch. Tug it a little tight, then chain 1 and pull that tight too. Here onwards we will make the special single crochet which I had shown. So till I tell you to stop using that, please use that special single crochet only. It will give a very good look, otherwise the socks will look very different from what it's intended. So insert in the same first single crochet and place 2 single crochets there. This round will have a total of 12 single crochets. Once we've completed this round, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, pull that tight, chain 1 and pull that tight too. Now we begin on the next row. So in the next row, place 1 single crochet in each stitch. So we will again have 12 single crochets on this row. Now in this row we will place 2 single crochets in each stitch and will have a total of 24 single crochets. In this row we will place 2 single crochets in the first stitch and 1 single crochet in the next. So it is a repetition of 2 single crochet, then 1, then 2, then 1, like that in each stitch. Okay, so in the first stitch we place 2 single crochets, so that's 1, 2 in the same stitch. After that we will place 1 single crochet and then 2 in the next stitch. So by the end of this round we will have a total of 36 single crochets. For the next 2 rounds we are going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch and we will have a total of 36 single crochets in each round. Okay, so the next 2 rounds we will have 36 each. Now we will make the last increase round, and here we are going to place 2 single crochets, then 1 and 1, then 2, 1 and 1. At the end of this round we will have a total of 48 single crochets. So we place 2 single crochets in the first one, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, and then 2. then 1 and 1, and that's how we will continue. Okay, this is the last increase round. So at the end of this row, where we have 48 single crochets, we should have 2.75 as diameter. Okay, I'm counting in inches, so 2.75 inches should be the diameter. Place a marker here in the last stitch, that's fine too. The purpose of this marker is, here onwards we are going to make just 48 single crochets in each round. Okay, and we have to make a length of, depending on your shoe size, make 6 inches, 6.5 inches or 7 inches. 6 inches if you have 5 to 6 number, the UK shoe size number. Make a 6.5 if you are between 6 and 7, and 7 if you are between 7 and 8. You can also try these on and see if it fits you well. We have to make a width or the length that fits till your ankle. Okay, so this round onwards we will be placing just 1 single crochet in each stitch. So here onwards all the rounds will have just 48 single crochets in the round. So continue making them, join with a slip stitch, chain 1 tight and continue. Here I have finished making 6.5 inches from the stitch marker that we had made. I will also include a photo to show how it fits when you check it. So you can wear it on your feet and check for its fit. This is the join that we were making across. For every round, this is where we were joining. So if you look at it closely, it will show a slight dent, but it's quite manageable. Okay, so for it to look this neat, please pull the slip stitch as well as the chain 1 that we make for every round very tightly. Pull it quite nice and tight, so that is when we finish one round and we begin with the next round. When we join during that time, please pull it nice and tight. This is the last round that I had made and it's joined here. Now we will begin to make the heel. I have already made one sock here, and I just want to show you, this is the part that we are going to begin on. That's the heel. So from the beginning till this point we were making a special single crochet. Now we will switch to regular single crochet just for the heel. This single crochet, if you look at it closely, it's quite tight, but on the heel we require slight stretch. So that's why we will be shifting to the regular single crochet. Keep two lockable stitch markers handy, and this is the point where we join in the round. So from that point onwards, that stitch onwards, okay, go to your right 12 stitches and place a marker in the 12th stitch. From the 12th stitch, counting that 12th stitch, move towards your left and place a marker in the 28th stitch, okay, including the 12th stitch. So the total stitches between two stitch markers have to be 28. 12 to the right, and including that 12, start counting towards your left, 28. This is how it looks. This was our marker, the first marker. This was the joining line, and this is how the stitch markers look like. 12 here and a total of 28, like this. Don't forget to count this stitch. Right below the joining there's a stitch. Don't forget to count that. Now we will start making regular single crochets. For that, go ahead and make a chain 1 here, pull it tight and cut the yarn. Pull it out. We will weave this later. In this stitch, the 12th stitch that we have moved towards right and marked, in that stitch join the yarn. I like to join it with a knot so that it stays really tight. Just place a knot, then insert in the same stitch again, yarn over and pull up and pull through and pull it tight. Okay. Now insert in the same stitch again, make a regular single crochet. Insert in the next stitch, make a regular single crochet, and I am holding this yarn too so that it gets weaved in along with the stitches itself. Now we will make single crochets, 28 single crochets like this, till we reach this marker, and then turn around and continue making. So we will make 14 rows in the same format, but stop when you are at the 12th row. I'll show you what to do there. We are about to finish the first row. Insert it in the last stitch which had a stitch marker there, and now count all your stitches. They have to be 28 single crochets. Now turn your work. There's no need to make a chain 1, but if you're comfortable making it and you usually like to make it, etc., you can make it, but there's actually no need. So once you finish this row, turn your work, insert in the last stitch, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. Continue making your single crochets. So what we've done here is we've avoided, let me just show you, we've avoided a bump that would otherwise jet out if we make a single crochet, if we make a chain 1 there. So you can just turn around and continue making your single crochets. So now I'm going to finish this row, turn around in the same way like what I showed you just now, and continue making a total of 12 rows. Last 2 rows will have a slight difference. So let's make 12 rows and meet again. So this is how it looks after we've completed 10 rows. This was the marker, and on this side itself we have made the heel flap, and on the right side it looks like this. this is where your foot will be inserted. So this is how it looks like. Now after completing 10 rows, we had 28 stitches here, right? So go ahead and count the center of this row and we will add a stitch marker here. I have put a stitch marker in the 14th stitch. Now continue making the 12th row. Turn the work around and continue placing single crochets, the regular single crochets, in each stitch till you reach the marker. So once you reach the marker, that is actually the 14th stitch, so we will make the 14th stitch and just remove the marker, the 14th stitch and the 15th stitch together. Okay, so insert in the 14th, yarn over and pull up. Don't finish this stitch. Insert in the 15th, yarn over and pull up. We are making a decrease here. So yarn over, pull through all three and add a marker there. Continue to make the single crochets across this row. Make them on the next row and meet me one stitch before this marker in the next row. This is our marker from the previous row. We are one stitch before that. Insert in that stitch, yarn over and pull up. Remove the marker. Insert there, yarn over and pull up. Insert in the next stitch also, yarn over and pull up. Now we will have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4. Then insert in the next one and continue making the single crochets as usual. At the end of this row, chain 1 tight and cut a little longish yarn. The yarn should be 3 times the length of this flap and a little more. Then pull out the yarn and use a tapestry needle to stitch these two together. So we are going to stitch the heel together. I'm not going to turn it inside out, or a lot of people do that, or join it with a slip stitch, flat slip stitch, but that will still show and it might irritate the skin a bit. So I'm going to just join with a mattress stitch. Okay, it looks like this. So we will start joining with a tapestry needle. So I am going under 2 loops on this side. Pull the yarn through. Go under 2 loops on the other side. Pull the yarn through. I don't remember very clearly if this is called the mattress stitch, but this is how I'm going to join. And once we join it, we will pull the yarn, tug it a little tight like this, and almost nothing is seen. So under both the loops here, under both the loops on this side, and continue. pull it a little tight like this. This is how it starts to look like. You can try it on just to ensure the size, etc. Although it's too late, but still. And then you can join the yarn here again at this center line where we had joined with the slip mattress stitch. We will join a yarn there. I'm going to make a knot and join. A slip stitch, and then start placing my special single crochets again. So we have made a total of 14 rows, correct? So we should have 14 single crochets till we reach the first stitch marker, this stitch marker. So continue making your special single crochets. Don't make the regular ones, make the special single crochet here. Once you reach the stitch marker, continue to the next stitch marker and come back to this point. Join with a slip stitch and a chain one, just the way we were joining for the round, and continue to make 6 rows in the same way. We have completed 6 rows here, and in the 7th row, when we begin, we will begin with a decrease. So insert here, yarn over, yarn under and pull through. Insert in the next one, yarn under and pull. We will have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Then we will make 2 single crochets, like 1 in each stitch. Then we will do a decrease again. So insert, yarn under and pull, insert in the next one, yarn under and pull, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now continue making special single crochets in each stitch till you reach the last. So 2 here, then 2 of single and 2 here. So once you reach the last 6 stitches, stop and make the decrease again. So we are here with the last 6 stitches. Insert, yarn over and pull, insert, yarn over and pull, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 1 decrease. Then we make 2 single crochets, then decrease. Okay, we join with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then we make 1 more round of single crochet. So now we will have just 1 single crochet in each stitch. After the 8th row, so we made 6, then in the 7th row we did a decrease, and the 8th row was again a single crochet. Now chain 2, yarn over, and now we will start making a double crochet in each stitch. So let me just show you how to make a double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook in the stitch where we made a join, yarn over and pull up. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. That's our first stitch. Yarn over and insert, that is how. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So this whole round we are just going to make a double crochet into each single crochet stitch. Now after completing the row of double crochet, we join to the first one with a slip stitch, then chain 2. Now we will start making front post double crochets and back post double crochets. So yarn over once, insert the hook from back like this around the double crochet of the first row, yarn over, pull up, and then work like the regular double crochet. That was the front post double crochet. Now yarn over and insert the hook from back like this. Insert from here and then yarn over and pull up, then complete your double crochet. That's a back post double crochet. So we will keep alternating between the front and the back. Always we will join the row with a slip stitch, and when we come here we will join with a slip stitch to this stitch, then make chain 2 and continue. We will make 4 rows. So we have made a front post crochet double crochet in every front post double crochet and a back post one in every back post. So this is the last front post double crochet. We've made 4 rows here and we join with a slip stitch to the first one, chain 1, and now we will make 1 row of single crochet. Okay, this is again the special single crochet that we were making. We will make 1 row of that. So place 1 stitch into each double crochet, the top of the double crochet. We've just made the last stitch. Now we will join it to the first stitch with a slip stitch, pull it tight, chain 1, pull it really tight and snap the yarn. We will weave this end into the stitches here. Now our socks are ready. You can wet block them and then block it with socks blockers if you have, but don't forget to wet block, wash them and dry them flat. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.